lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, let's talk about an upcoming episode which is going to be happening in the Timeless Love series pretty very soon. And guys, before I dive into the video, don't forget, this is still UG Update. In case you are yet to subscribe to UG Update, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget to give this video a thumbs up. Alright guys, let's dive straight into the video to find out what Amba is up to this time around. So guys, the episode starts with Divya showing the bank statement and proofs against Yokesh. Then Dev and Vidi are shocked. Divya tells him that she has no right to interfere in the company matters, but Yokesh sir didn't leave any option for me. I have to review this, man. Then she says, I gave you so much tension, so I thought I can help you. Dev says, I used to think him as my family and brother. Then he says, Vidi tried to tell me, but I didn't listen. He says, even Divya told me, but I didn't listen. So Divya says it is not too late and tells that she didn't tell anything to Abhisa. Vidi says Divya is right. Then Yokesh comes there and sees Amba applying lipstick. Then he says Divya has something surely and tells that I will be exposed. So Amba asks him to go and get exposed. Then Yokesh asks, what is she saying? Amba says, didn't the boss teach you how to talk to boss, and asks him to go and face Dev. She says just 4 hours are remaining from 72 hours. On another scene, the temple devotees move the bosses from the temple and keeps it aside. Then Bimla thanks them and asks Hariprasad to ask Vijay to get the bosses removed. Vijay comes there and takes water from Hariprasad and drinks it. So he takes him forcibly inside and slaps him. Hariprasad is shocked. Dev tells the employees that someone wants to shake up the company's foundation and says he won't let this happen. So Abby comes there and asks Dev what Divya is doing here and says she is eating our company. Dev asks him to read these documents and says, I asked you to check the account, why didn't you check? So he asks him to call the bloody traitor Yokesh. So Abby calls Yokesh and the latter disconnects his call. Abby calls again, then Dev says, I am not surprised. Yokesh comes and says they will talk face to face. So Dev hits Yokesh. Vijay threatens Hariprasad and asks him to think what he can do, who can slap him in his own house, and says, if I can find out about your daughter in 2 hours, then can kidnap her also. So he says, if I can give a loan, then can kick you out also with your family. Then he says, Dev will know that his Sasu is a cheat and says you should have thought what I can do before taking money from me. So he threatens him and leaves. Hariprasad and Bimla get shocked. Then Vijay comes out and tells the devotees that he is also a devotee of Milapni Devi. So the guests leave. Then Vijay threatens to cut Hariprasad's hands and asks him to keep back the bosses. Then they keep the bosses around the temple. On another scene, Yokesh asks Dev if he had gone mad. Dev asks, really? You are asking me why I am doing this? So Dev shows his account details and asks him to see the pen drive. He says, you have betrayed us. I thought you as a family member. So he says, I was foolish not to understand you. Yokesh then says, what do you think that you will give me family lollipop and I will catch it? And says, you always taught me as your shoe. So Dev says, you don't deserve to be even shoe. He asks if you are foolish that I will not know. Then he says, I came to know that you were involved when you told Abhi that Divya is ruining my life. So he says, I realize you have told Amba about my college life. So he says, I understood that you are Amba's left hand. So he says, you have no right to stay in this office and pushes him down. So Amba comes there and then Yokesh smiles. Hariprasad on the other hand comes to the kitchen and takes water and puts ice cubes. Then he says Vijay asks for cold water. Bimla asks him to calm down. Then Hariprasad tells that he didn't listen to her and took loan from the wrong guy. He regrets. Bimla says we shall get help from Dev G. Then Hariprasad says we will get seen if we take money from him. Bimla says Divya and Tima will come in sometime. So Vijay comes there and beats the plate. He threatens Hariprasad that anything can happen with Dev and Vidi. Amba comes inside the office and says, wow, what a scene. Then she asks Yokesh to call the security. Then Yokesh calls the security and then the security comes inside and holds Dev and Abby's hands. So Vidi asks them to leave them, but Dev asks, what is this misbehavior? Then Amba says, it is not misbehavior to throw someone from my office. She walks inside and says, I thought you are smart and understood by now, but sadly, I shall explain. Then she says, I, Amba Mehta, declare that the Raichand family has just 9% shares of this company, and she has majority of the shares, and she has become the official owner of this company. Gang, guys, this episode was just filled with drama. You can see that Amba is at it again. Guys, what do you think about this episode? Please drop what you think about this episode on the comment section. And as you do that, please guys, don't forget, this is still UG update, guys. In case if you are yet to subscribe, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget to give the video a thumbs up. Alright guys, that will be a wrap. Don't forget to drop what you think about this episode on the comment section. That will be a wrap, guys. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on my next video.